You're watching the Female Bodybuilding channel. Remember to subscribe. I'm Manal.
Welcome everyone to the Female Bodybuilding channel, and we have today from Germany, living in Romania, and also AJ, my friend, Manal BenJabeur. Welcome.
Yes. Hi.
I gotta ask one quick question because JB just said you were from Germany and you
Yeah.
live in Romania, but you have a very exotic name, and I don't know your background. Please, how can you be from Germany and Romania with this exciting name? What's your ethnicity, or where are you originally from?
So both of my parents are from Tunisia, which is
Oh,
North Africa.
yeah.
So I was born and raised in Germany, but yeah, ethnically I'm Tunisian.
Okay, so you're born in Germany. Is there a lot of Tunisian people in Germany?
No, I wouldn't say no,
No,
not that. No.
no. JB, there's not JB, is there?
No, the community is quite small, yeah. But
Okay,
anyway,
yeah.
yeah.
Where in Germany? Where are you from?
In Germany,
Where in Germany are you originally from? Yeah.
a town called Mainz.
Okay.
Mainz.
Yeah.
It's like famous for Carnival.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And when did you leave to Romania? Usually people escape Romania, but you go to Romania. So that's a twist. Why did you want to go? When did you leave to Romania, and why?
Well, actually, I left to Romania when COVID came, and I was in a relationship with somebody who was living here.
Mm.
So there was like easier access to the gyms here. So I decided to come here and train here, and I just stayed. It was also like my job, which was coming to an end at that point in time, which I decided to end. So I decided to stay here and focus on bodybuilding because uh, Romania is quite good for bodybuilding.
Is it really?
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, yes.
Okay. Is it the gym? Is it the food? Is it the people? What makes it good?
Yeah, they have very good gyms.
Mm.
Even when people open like gym chains, you can tell that there's a culture of people who know how to lift and how to build the body because there's machines that you wouldn't see in a normal gym. And
Mm.
it's more thought through, yeah. And the machines are also oftentimes machines that you don't see, like the brands, yeah, like Hoist and stuff. We don't
Mm.
have that so much in Germany because they are expensive. Um, and the food quality is very good.
Mm. Mm. JB, she left to Romania in 2020. Since you're from Germany, is it still like that in Germany that the gyms are not really bodybuilding friendly?
It depends on because this bodybuilding friendly stuff is going up, I think, from social media and also what I experienced. But yeah, in general, yeah, it's more for the commercial ones. They want to have the lifestyle clients and also just yeah, just being fit. So
Mm.
making more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, we saw you. When did you turn pro, by the way?
2019, a long time
2019.
already.
Where was that?
At Dennis James, Frankfurt,
Okay,
it
yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've seen you compete a couple of years now, and it was very clear for JB and myself that you had
Mhm.
something special. You've been placing pretty well. Uh, a very different, tremendous physique. Different, like true women's physique. So, a little bit, how did you get into lifting, and was always women's physique your goal? And why?
Well, no, actually, my goal was to look like a fitness model on Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, fitness model. Like who? Give us an example.
Cass Martin, she was at that
Oh,
time when I
Yeah.
started, she was huge, yeah.
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 And I was like not that big, yeah. I was already lifting, but I wasn't taking it serious. I was not really going strict after the diet and the routine and the supplements. And that's when I said, okay, I want to see if I add those things into my regiment, I mean, how I will look. And yeah, so I started to go really extreme with my routine and writing everything down and making sure that I hit like higher weights each week and starting to grow and watch my nutrition. And I started to see changes.
What
And then
year
I
was
met
this?
uh, 2017, 18, like this.
By yourself or with friends, or was there a coach or just yourself?
Just myself, yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
And I mean, I've been lifting for a long time before that, yeah, but not really seeing the results. But I can't say, anything because I was not really sticking to anything that, yeah, like I do now. And
Mm.
so, yeah, then I met someone who saw me and who asked me if I compete. And at that
Mm.
time, I was like, I had no idea about bodybuilding. 2018, I had no idea about bodybuilding. I didn't know what the figure division is. I didn't know what bikini is. I had
Wait,
no
wait,
idea.
wait, 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 wait. You did not even know uh,
No,
2000 Iris
no idea.
Kyle, or you had no idea who was it? Ashley Court was in this bikini. You knew nothing.
Nothing, nothing. I was completely someone who came from outside. Like I never wanted to compete or I never looked into it. And someone sparked this idea in me that I should compete. And then I started to look into it. Yeah.
Mm.
And it was like 2018.
Mhm.
17, 18, like you can say, I'm not so 100% sure because it was the time when I met this person who pushed me
Mm.
um, to compete. But yeah, 2018, I got introduced to the sport, and the next year I turned pro, which was a bit fast for me.
Just in 1 year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Great.
But you have the beautiful, for people understand the muscle bellies, you have like the shape that is very, it's not everyone who has this. Is your father or mother like athletic or?
We have athletes in our family, but more so swimmers. We have mostly swimmers and maybe some handball players, but not really like bodybuilders or anything like that.
Okay. So only 1 year. That's that. Did you realize that you had crazy potential when you saw you did it in 1 year, or was it more like you were into it? You didn't know how good you were.
Well, in my mind, I was always pushing or how should I say, talking my results down, yeah, by
Okay.
saying, well, I was training for such a long time. Of course, when I shred down with the coach the first time, I'm gonna have cuts, yeah, and I'm gonna look different because I've been training for so long. So I was never really able to look at it like that, like something special, because I knew in my mind how many years I've been training and how many years I've been under that squat rack. Yeah. But I think if I look back now, I can say, yeah, that there was definitely potential that I maybe didn't recognize myself. Yeah. And maybe still don't. I think it's very hard to recognize your potential if you are in such a sport where it's about the looks and you have to look at yourself and then determine if it's good or not. It's very hard to do
Ha-
this.
Have you noticed every time you compete on female bodybuilding Instagram, we always describe you as one of the greatest talents in the world, and that we think you can win every show. Have you noticed that?
Well,
All the way from the beginning. Have you noticed that? Yes or not? Yes or no?
no, if I'm
No.
honest.
Okay, because that's how we've been describing you. Because since we've been in this for so long, we always say it to the few who believe who has the potential. And see, we saw you from the beginning, both JB and myself, and it's very clearly that you are something completely different from the average women's physique girl. You are like clearly an Olympia appearance potential in you. So I think you should start realizing that there's not many of you that have this potential. You're one of the very, very few that has it. So I hope you can take that with you the rest of your career, because Manal, there's no one that looks like you, huh?
Well, that's the superpower that we all have, actually. That's no one that looks like me. Yeah. And that's one part that I had to learn. It's a journey, yeah, because in bodybuilding we tend to compare, and you kind of want to look, you want to have their legs, you want to have this shape, but at the end of the day, actually, the special that what's special about you is exactly the way you look, and you have to find a way to present it and celebrate it.
Mm.
And, yeah, I mean, I do know that I look different, but I look at it as in terms of I am a little bit taller. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm tall, but on the average, I'm a little bit taller. I have longer limbs. So I do need to work a lot on how I present myself, the representation. And yeah, the overall package on stage just has to fit my frame. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
And that's like the polishing part, and that I still need.
Before we get our friend on and talk about your next this season, because we got some big news that you're gonna share, we want to talk a little bit. We saw you last time. I was in Romania. JB covered the stream. It was in November. You showed up. You look great. Maybe not peak to what I expected, but you look good. Talk to us about your last show in Romania. I think you got fourth place, fifth. Talk to us about that experience last showing.
I wasn't really happy about my presentation. Yeah.
When you say presentation, what do you mean by that?
I mean, like by my look. By my look, everything actually. I wasn't happy with my look. I wasn't happy with my posing. I wasn't happy with how I was feeling and my spirit that day. It was just not my day actually. And yeah, it was showing definitely. It's like a lot of things that can go right, and then there's just like this part where you have like your emotions. We are humans that you cannot really control sometimes, and that can really ruin your look, even if you do everything else correct. Yeah.
So you feel your emotions ruined a little bit of the physical look? You couldn't
I think
control
so.
it, or?
Yeah, a little bit, because I didn't have a coach. I did this alone the last prep, yeah. And when you are in this last moment, the last couple of hours, or it's a make or break, yeah. Like
So
either
who did the peaking for you, and look, the
I
water, the
I
salt, and the
I did
whatever?
I did everything
Wow,
alone,
okay.
yeah. And of course, it's very hard to do this. Like I said, it's very hard to judge now. Am I looking better or not? And especially the last couple of hours, I kind of resignated, to be honest. I was like, it doesn't matter now anymore, because I was driving myself so crazy that I said either I continue to drive myself crazy or I just relax and let it be. So,
Well, can't you also see a little bit proud that you did it yourself?
of course, I'm proud that I did it myself. Yes, I mean,
Yeah.
after all, if I think about it, like I don't like have a coach, I didn't have anybody with me there or anything like that, and I did like this whole thing alone, and I still placed fifth. It's actually not so bad.
No, it's not. It's not bad, but you have much higher goals. Tell us a little bit about your dream what is your dream competitive wise? JB, you can add in. What is your dream competitive wise?
My dream, I just want to reach the Olympia. I want to have this like peace of mind that I can say I tried it, as like with everything that I had available, with all my possibilities, and hopefully achieved it. Yeah, because
So
yeah,
the goal is to reach Olympia. Haven't you had a second place one time?
yeah, I did.
What year was that?
22. Yeah,
What show?
also Romania.
Romania. JB, we were there. Romania. JB, 2022, weren't we?
I'm not.
Who won the show?
Raluca.
Oh, Raluca.
Yeah.
Oh, Raluca took you there. Are you sure about this? In the hometown, you had probably the conditioning advantage in the hams and glutes, didn't you?
You say I had problems in the condition?
I said you probably had the condition advantage that day.
Oh, I don't know. It's hard to tell. I didn't buy the pictures from that show.
Okay. Anyway, Coach Zimmermann.
Hello.
Manal just told
Hi, bro.
us that she has a dream, and the dream is the dream that all girls and men have, and that is to stand on the Mr. Olympia stage. And how are we gonna achieve it? But first of all, she came to you 2 months ago.
No, it's more like it's the 13th week, I think, like 3 months. Yeah.
Okay, so talk to us a little bit about the training, the gains, the mindset, what's been going on in this camp.
Yeah, I think when we first talked, we pretty came to the conclusion that we need to change something because she did the same things for too much time, for too long period of time. So this is basically training and dieting because she's just I don't know where all this food goes, but she's another girl who just needs a ton of food and a different training approach
She
because
was
she was
overeating?
like not for most girls, but for her, she was definitely undereating. Yes, and we needed to find for like 4 weeks a sweet spot where she is not dropping weight and like growing.
How much was that?
And we started around 400 grams of carbs, which is not so less for directly after a show, but every update we like increased carbs by 50 grams, 100 grams, and ended up like what was it? 800 grams of carbs now. I think 900, nearly 900 now, and also fats very high. I first always increase carbs, and then at some point you just need to go higher with fats because you don't match that amount of
Are you eating
volume.
900 grams of carbs, Manal?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't know. Is this some gimmick that you're saying to get clients, or what do you mean? 900, Manal, talk to us a regular day of eating. Let's see if this is true. Give me your meal plan, like kind of. JB, you calculate to JB to see if this is 900 grams. Okay, let me hear.
First meal, should I really?
No, not exactly, but like.
Listen.
Gonna be enough.
So 900 grams of carbs. So is that rice, potato, sweet? What is this?
Oats. Like I start with 80 grams oats, 100 grams oats. Then I have 500 grams of rice, 280 grams, and 280 grams again. Then I have intra, around 60 grams of carbs. Yeah. I think
Which is cooked rice, so
Yeah.
500 grams of carbs, of course, cooked measured, but
yeah.
Here,
How do you feel all this
400 grams of cooked potatoes also. Yeah, here is like it's 100 grams of carbs, 80 grams. Yeah, you cannot see it, but you can see.
We get a secret now. We get the secrets now.
at least one proof that she's eating that much food.
Were you scared? Were you scared to eat all that food to get fat, or you were no problems with it?
Well, when we started to increase, I was actually hungry. I needed it. I was telling him, he was giving me more food than I said, and he was asking me, do you think you can fit a little bit more? And I was telling him, well, actually in the night I was hungry. I almost got up and had to eat. So it was like natural. It
Wow.
wasn't forced or anything.
So are
And
we
now,
creating a female bodybuilder now?
yeah, I mean, like, I think I eat the amounts of a female bodybuilder now. Like
Are you growing?
the big girls, yeah. I think I am growing from what I can see, from what I can tell. Definitely.
Zimmermann, is she growing?
We are now 20 pounds above stage weight. And that
20
was,
pounds over stage weight and looking
yeah,
in pretty good shape.
yeah, she's visible
And
abs, glutes are
she's
very tight, yeah.
So glutes are in at 20 pounds up.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't store much body fat on my glutes, hamstrings. I'm one of those females. I don't have much body fat there. Even if I go like at 85 kilos, I don't have much there. If I flex, I still can see my striations.
Wow. Are you excited being 20 pounds up for this offseason?
Yes.
I
I
think
want
it was
more.
needed. I think it was
More.
definitely needed, especially like her lats were kind of lagging, and she was telling me like the first time she's really like feeling her lats again and like getting a pump there. And that's the only thing because her structure is great, but we needed some more size in certain areas to fit this criteria of women's physique because you need muscles to fit in there, of course, to win a pro show.
Wow. So 20 pounds up and the back is improved. Okay. So what is the plan? We want to know because the goal is the Olympia. So what is the goal for 2026? Shows what's going on.
To be honest, I'm in the beginning I was kind of because I didn't know how her body reacted and I don't know what we all know that growth needs time. And then I was like, yes, let's aim for like late to 26, more of this. But now the last like 4 to 6 weeks, I really noticed she's crazy improving and nearly every week. And I was like, hey, Manal, what's about doing summer shows? And she was like, yeah, if you like, if you think we can do this, let's do this because September, October is a lot of time. And I said, yes, we can still grow into the show because we don't need to go that low. Also at the end of the prep, I'm sure about this. So we said, let's do Empro.
Okay. So Manal, you're doing Empro.
Now it's out.
Looks like it. Looks like it.
Looks like it. Come on, we need some. You're doing Empro, correct?
I don't
doing it.
decide it
Yes,
by
I
my
am
own.
doing
No, we agreed
I'm
on
doing
it.
it.
And is it true also? Okay, wait, we got to talk about that. So you're doing Empro, and if you win it, will you also do Portugal?
I would have to ask coach. I don't know.
I say yes. I say yes. We do
Have you
this.
been in Spain before and competed?
No, I didn't do Spain. No.
Oh, wow.
Not
JB, this is going to be good, JB. We're going to see her live again.
Yeah.
Spain is our #1 show each summer. It's beautiful. It's close. It's a beautiful place to do the show. Emilio, who's the promoter, he's putting on great shows. It's usually on time. The venue is great. A lot of good athletes are going. So Spain, that's in June. That means when does the prep start?
I think I can get her ready from now in 10 weeks.
What? 10 weeks?
Yeah, for sure. Easy.
I don't know about
Yeah.
it. 10 weeks?
I send you the last update pictures.
No, we don't need
later,
some.
but
We
then
don't
we
need
can.
some. We don't need some edited crap pictures
Edit.
when we have her live here in front
really?
of us.
Yeah,
In the
true.
suit,
Yeah, of
we have
course.
some posting later. So yeah, she's flexing there. We are getting JB. When is the last time we had a great girl on in a suit from the beginning, JB?
I don't tell you.
Okay.
That's secret.
She knows how to get the people. Anyway, yeah. He said, JB says, yeah. No, so she can be ready if you wanted 10 weeks in a conditioning.
Yeah.
But we are.
8 weeks will be great condition. 10 weeks will be super peeled.
So that means she's going to grow for how much more then? Because we're just in January.
At least 8 weeks.
8 weeks more, yeah?
So
Wow.
let's plan on 12 weeks because I like to be ready at 10 to 14 days out. So we don't need to hurry or stress anything. And then, yeah.
Good. This is going to be exciting. Are you excited, Manal, for Spain and having a coach? First of all, is the coaching thing working, by the way? Do you feel it's working? Is he okay?
Well, I mean, of course it's working.
Yeah.
It's obviously working. I have to say that, yeah, the approach that Rafael has is a completely new one for me. Yeah. So when I came to him, I was like, in this moment, I was thinking either I am going to retire. I was in this situation where I was like, either I'm going to retire or something is going to happen. And then he showed up and he gave me like everything went so fast, like I didn't really had to wait long. I asked, we talked, we agreed, and then he came with a plan with the nutrition immediately. And I was first of all a little bit overwhelmed because it's a lot. I mean, the training plan is quite hard. And but when I saw the training plan, I could immediately tell that he actually really took a look at my body because it was really made for my weaknesses and also regarding my strengths, so they don't outgrow my weaknesses. And yeah, just overall, I can say that I have never met a coach like Rafael because uh, I am, who knows, I would say I know a lot. Yeah, I do know. I mean, like most of us, we already have a knowledge. Yeah. And then when you have coaches who do stuff that is mostly bro science, or it's not like, it's very hard as an athlete to take the coach serious when you feel like the knowledge is coming from, yeah, no scientific background or no reasoning behind it, and you just do it. And if you ask a question, there is no answer, yeah, to why I should do it. So with Rafael, it's a different situation. He's educated. It's like meeting someone on a eye level finally, and he's actually, someone where you can say he knows more than me and he has more experience or a better feeling than me. So I can trust him, which is something that is very hard to find in coaching.
And he
So
picks up the phone, correct?
yeah, I mean, yeah, the communication and all of that, that's like should be basic, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not, sadly, in
But
this
it's
sport.
not, yeah, communication is on point. When I have a question, WhatsApp communication is always there. Um, he's strict. Yeah, he wants like you to, like, of course it's a teamwork, yeah. So you're gonna have to fulfill your part if you want to succeed, as always. But I do like the structure. I was missing the structure, the every 5 days update. Then I have to actually go into the poses, which I haven't done before, every 5 days, yeah, to see. And then he sees it and he adjusts it immediately, eat more, eat less, stay the same. And just like this, it's a smooth sailing. I don't have to worry, okay, am I getting too fat or anything like this? You really feel like you really have a coach next to you.
Yeah, great. Before we want to see some updates, JB, is there anything extra, JB, you wanted to know or thinking about to ask, JB? Is there something that we forgot to ask about that you want to know?
No,
No?
no,
That's it?
that's it.
No? Okay. And before we see some updates, we really thank you for coming on. This is the first time I think you've been on the Female Bodybuilding channel. Thank you for giving us a little bit more into your personality. As you know, we're really excited about your physique, and we've always been. And we really want to see you fulfill your potential, and your potential is to be in Las Vegas. We don't know where you will place, but we believe your potential is to go to the Olympia, and we will be hoping that you reach this goal in 2026. We will be in Spain, so we can't wait to see you live. Hopefully, we can get some interviews with you in Spain. And what's the dream for the year, Manal? It's to reach the Olympia, isn't it?
Yeah, to finally win a pro show.
Yeah.
Win a show and go. And just like, it's like, when you are a pro bodybuilder and you have this dream and you've been working towards, it's kind of like this unsettling feeling that you have in you. And I know that when it happens, it will unlock even more potential in me.
Yeah. True. Zimmermann, before she hits some front shots, we don't want to give all the goodies away. Zimmermann, what can we see in Spain? Will we see a big, full shredded version?
She will. I think we need to come much more conditioned, but with even more size. So that creates a whole different package. Because when you're up in weight and then you can come in even more conditioned, it looks completely different. And that's what she's doing right now. Because that was the perfect like off season. It wasn't even an off season, but she grows so good even in her like recovery phase right after Romania. So. This will be completely different. Up in
And
weight,
what body
so more
parts we will
condition.
see the back improve?
The back shot will be the most improved one. The back double for sure.
How can we see some front shots, Manal, right now? Do we have the camera? We have the suit on?
Yes, I have.
How many weeks out? So this is, guys and girls watching, this is in the middle of the off season. She's still, JB has 10 weeks left, JB, to push some food and size.
Yes.
So this, guys, is not the final form. And this is in the middle of off season.
Wow.
Ow, you can see the shape.
Yeah.
Are you sure she's eating 900 grams of carbs there, Zimmermann?
On her back and leg days, yes. Baseline is 600. I was just rechecking.
Guys?
No, it's not 1600.
Yeah, we're definitely looking good.
Wow.
Great shape to be off season, yeah?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's good. That's great. And
now show the back. Now you need to show the back, at least the back with.
She don't hear you, bro. That's for the okay.
No, we're gonna save the back.
Yeah, we save we save it for the main event. Where can people follow you, Manal? If they want to see more of you, do you have something else on Instagram? Is there any apps? Is there anything people can follow you on or anything?
Well, no, I'm actually on Instagram and I have that's where you can find me and where you can follow me. That's
Instagram.
Yeah.
Zimmermann. What?
My IG.
Yeah, JB will edit in the real so people can see it easily. Yeah. Zimmermann, we don't need to get you any more girls now because now you have enough. Yeah. Don't contact him. You need to focus.
Don't contact me, no.
You need to focus.
No, seriously, it's like, how should I say? I am very, very grateful for him, for you.
Me too, Manal. Thank you.
Because it's like I have this feeling that I can finish the sport and I feel comfortable doing so. And like I said, it was like the light of the end of the tunnel for me when he came. And on top of everything, it's probably going to be my best season. I think so.
Yeah.
When things come together, the coach is good. My mental state is good now. Yeah. We are working together, which is like something that is very precious when the coach and the athlete have a good vibe and they can work together. I think that this is going to be something great.
Zimmermann, do this Justin Bieber love heart now. Anyway, before we go, we got 10 seconds.